Okay. Next day, I use knock on the door. Do we want to open it or lock it, guys? We want to close it, right? Because it's open now. So I use lock.
Okay.
I want to have picked knock twice, by the way.
So you're gonna do open and a close on it?
Yeah, but I'm gonna do a close first right now. Close, lock. Lock closes and locks a door or similar closure, provided there is a physical mechanism. It does not create the weld, but it locks physically operated locking mechanisms, set bars, and so on, up to 2 functions, blah blah blah. Okay. And it does say that the knock spell has, like, it deals with wizard locked doors.
Mm-hmm. Where are you all in relation to the door? Like, are you on the inside or outside when this is happening? Who is where?
I think we're on the inside.
If she's messing around with the door, I go inside, but Faye should stay outside.
Okay, where do you guys put Key?
With Faye.
So Key and Faye are on the outside, you guys are on the inside?
Yeah.
And you cast knock on the door?
Lock, yeah, knock lock.
The reverse of the spell, lock, closes and locks a door or similar closure, provided there is a physical mechanism. It does not create a weld, but it locks physically operated locking mechanisms, sets bars, and so on up to 2 functions. It cannot affect a portcullis. Alright, so you cast lock, and the door slides out of the wall and sets in stone. And as it does, there is a soft green light that emanates from the door for a moment, and then it fades away.
I don't like this. I don't know why we're doing this with the door.
Because I figured maybe it's a defense mechanism. When you open the door, you can't access the pillar. Now let's check the pillar.
We check the pillar.
Nothing.
Detect magic.
Same thing as before. The door glows more strongly this time. I'm going to save you some time here.
Okay.
You and December are going to die.
What?
Yeah, the door can only be opened from the outside with the right set of conditions. Knock will not. I don't think you have any other spells that will open the door.
I mean,
you guys
I
are on
can
the inside.
Unlock it, supposedly.
No.
Knock spell, open, stuck, barred, or locked or physically held door.
If it's used to open, yeah, you can open any normal door that's locked physically. This is a magically wizard locked doors. Wizard lock is a specific spell. There are like certain wizard spells will lock a door. This is very different. This is not a standard spell. This is a very specific enchantment that is placed on here that knock will not fix.
Well, okay, Neil, I use rope trick to go into the top of the building.
Rope trick doesn't take you...
We go into another dimension, and from there, we hover on top of the building.
That doesn't work that way.
We can climb out.
No, it doesn't work that way.
It did last time.
No. Rope trick...
It never did that.
Rope trick created a small space. So it creates a 3x5... It creates a extra-dimensional space with a 3x5 opening over it, right? In this situation, that you would create that space against the ceiling, like you did last time, right? How do I extract it? Here, let's look at the map. But she could
do it, like, Neil, no. This is what I'm saying. She could do it against the... Okay, so here's the wall, here's the roof, right? She could put rope trick here. Like this.
Mm-hmm.
So the same way that she did in last time when we did the pedestal thing, where we can climb in and out. The same exact principle.
How thick is the wall? It's not like... I feel like we can get somewhere here with rope trick.
It's the same exact principle.
3x4 windowed center on the road. So at 2.5 feet on either side. Climb in. The walls are thick. It's a...
And dispel magic, that wouldn't work?
No, dispel magic. No.
And knock says that it's like... My knock also only lasts temporarily, like dispel magic, so I don't get it.
What do you mean? Knock says it only lasts temporarily?
Yeah.
Where?
Fairly certain.
No.
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 Okay. Suspense. It's functioning for 1 turn.
I guess, yeah, I was thinking 3x3, but 3x5, actually, you might be able to slide out. How much room let's see. The walls are like just shy of 2 feet thick. They're like, how much room would you need to slide out?
I'm
Well,
tiny.
It's our size, so I'm like 100 pounds and 5'2".
Yeah, but like, if you have 6 inches of space, can you crawl through 6 inches of space? How wide is a person's face? Or hip bones? That's a better.
No,
Lily
because
might
it wouldn't
be
be the width of your hip bones. It would be.
Like, I mean, if you tried to, yeah, you could turn your head like to the most
It's pretty
narrow
much-
dimension.
Your head is pretty much the. Well,
Your
unless
hips
you had
forward
like
to
a
back.
big butt,
Yeah.
but I don't think either of us probably has a big butt.
I would also argue Greece. Throwing a little grease in there.
I've actually put this to the test before. I've tried to squeeze through little spaces, and it's usually my head that's the toughest piece.
Yeah, because it's all bone.
Because you can like kind of finagle your butt through things, you know?
Finagle.
No, like tight jeans
Yeah.
can figure out. You're like doing the jeans dance.
The average length of a head is 9 inches. The width
That's
is
length.
6 inches.
6. So there you go.
The average width of a head or weight of the head is 8 to 12 pounds. So Lily might actually be able to use. Lily might be able to slip out because if you'd have 2.5 feet on one side. Well,
Why would you have to have it on one side?
Because okay, the rope trick is centered around the rope, right? The rope
Yes.
has to be at closest directly against the wall. First off, do you guys have any
Yes.
rope with you?
Yes.
Faye's
I
on the
always-
outside. You have rope?
Yes. Yeah, I always have one because of rope trick. It's
Okay.
on my character sheet.
I see it on your
30
character sheet.
feet of rope.
So if the rope is put all the way against the wall, then let's say it's fairly thick rope. So we'll just say it's against the wall exactly. That means you have 2.5 feet on one side, 2.5 feet on the other side. The wall is about 2 feet thick. That gives you 6 inches of space on the other side of the wall that you might be able to slide out of.
That math doesn't.
5 divided by 2 is 2.5, right?
Yeah, and then 1/2 or 1 foot on either side if the wall are 2 feet thick. So you'd have 1.5 feet on either side.
No, it's not. The rope trick isn't centered in the middle of the wall. It's centered on the inside of the wall.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So why can Lily fit but not me if our
Because she's
average
a
head is
halfling.
6?
Average head is 6 inches. I'm just wondering, like, that's is that including skin and flesh, or is that just bone?
Well, I think if I'm gonna die in a cave, I'm willing to scrape off a little skin. Like,
I mean, like, that would rip off your ears entirely and possibly rip, like, the scalp off your flesh. You would die of your wounds.
well,
Lily might be able to squeeze out.
What if I squeeze out and then I try all my spells from the other side?
if they're not gonna work from the inside, they're not gonna work from the outside.
Well, I have knock to open. No. I mean, I can do a human sacrifice for you, baby.
What is the depth?
We got one sacrifice incoming.
I just need to think creatively. Do you have any spells that could break
I have-
stone? Like you could probably break stone with one of your fire spells or something, right?
I have this, fireball. Dispel magic.
Because we
And
need
dispel magic wouldn't have worked on
Neal?
the door, Neil.
Neil,
Yes.
the door has to be thinner than the walls. So we do it
Yes.
at the door.
No, the door. Oh, I see what you mean. Ah.
So because the door has to fit in between the walls.
That's true. What is the minimum height of rope trick?
Minimum height of rope trick 5 to 30 foot long, so 5 feet. 5 feet.
Yeah.
We can do it low.
Low.
Yeah.
Low.
Yeah, I guess you could do it at the door.
That's what's up. Creativity saves us again.
Well
Booyah.
done. All right, so you guys managed to eventually This is a bullshit spell because you shouldn't be able to get across a sealed door with a second level spell.
Why not? It's another dimension.
It's a magic door. The whole purpose of, like, no one would build a magic door that would be bypassed by a second level spell.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not standard. Like, rope trick is not designed to make like jumps across things. But
Let me tell you something, Neil. It's not our fault that this is the way the universe is that you've created.
Yeah.
This is the Neiliverse.
You should have
And as
described
you
it better.
always say, you're not biased. So yeah, if you should have thought of this before you gave her this spell.
the spell description works.
In
Yep.
no campaign I'm ever doing beyond this point will rope trick pass through walls. From here, I mean, in this campaign we've already settled it works this way, but just as a heads up, in every other campaign this shit is not flying. This is OP and super fucking broken.
campaign, I'm mad because
I am mad. This is broken. This is so broken.
No, it's not broken. We're more creative than you expected us to be.
Yes.
We're using the
And
tools
all
you
your other
gave us.
campaigns.
No one's ever used rope trick like this before.
And then as we come out, we sing "A Great Escape." But before we do go out, I would have tried to mess around with the thing to see if it changed. No.
Hold on, I'm still thinking about this door.
You're trying
Yeah,
to
the
find a way
pillar
to-
the pillar's not going to move. Yeah, you can screw around. The walls we've already established will work. The door, yeah, I guess you could do it through the door.
This is my self-satisfied look. Someone
And
make a
yet-
gif of that.
And yet our characters living in it.
Hold on.
Hashtag Neil get on.
Let me
No, Neil.
let me look up a spell. Let me look up some spells.
No, Neil.
No,
You-
I give you plenty of time to do whatever you want. You can't rush me on this shit.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Just whenever we're like, no, we don't want it to be that way, you're like, I'm sorry, that's exactly how it happened. You didn't say you went and picked up your dagger, so you didn't pick it up. You didn't say that this spell wasn't going to work exactly how we thought it was. So
that argument doesn't hold a lot of water there.
she's reading it word for word.
Yes. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking up. Travel via dimensional door or shadow walk. How does dimensional door work?
The point is that the precedent has been set in this campaign. Even if you
Yes.
find something that proves it wrong.
Correct.
then
It's definitely going to work through walls. This door is magically enchanted. If I can figure out how to find the right spell.
The last time we did do it through a magical enchantment.
Yeah.
Magical cylinder of whatever.
No, you didn't go through the cylinder. You went above the cylinder.
Yes, true. But
No, it was
the
on either
cylinder
half. It was through.
Yeah. It was through. I remember. It
was
actually
through the middle
cut
of the cylinder?
Yeah. And
I
we
thought it was
cut
against the
side.
ceiling.
Yes, but the cylinder went through the ceiling apparently.
Hmm.
And then you read, like last time, your book. Then you're like,
Wait, it
no,
went- I read
no,
through
no,
last-
there's no way. And then you're like, huh?
No. It didn't go
Right.
through this. No, the cylinder ended at the ceiling.
Why would it end at the ceiling?
Because if it didn't end at the ceiling, you still couldn't have pulled it out.
No, because it was from another dimension.
Can everyone just spam tweets at Neil to tell him how unreasonable he's being? Let's use hashtag.
How am I being unreasonable?
Hashtag blame Neil. That's a good one. We've used that quite a bit.
How am I being unreasonable in the slightest?
Because you want us to die, and it's obvious that we are not going to die because we came up with a very clever solution. If we had just said, okay, fine, Lily goes out through the 6-inch hole and December dies, you would have left it at that. But
I would have left it at that.
Yeah, but because we're getting both of us out, you're taking back the precedent that you already set.
No. I'm not. The precedent is that this will work through normal surfaces. I'm trying to look up. I can't find the freaking spell. Where's dimensional door?
And just to make sure,
Dimension door. That's why
the
it's
spell
different.
magic will not work on the door's circuit anymore, even though it was working
The spell magic will work
temporarily.
Temporarily. So you cast spell magic on the door. The magic is temporarily
then
disarmed.
I do knock, and then it opens, and then we get out.
Not in this case.
Well, if she casts a spell magic on the door, then we do rope trick. Then it's not a magical surface. So again,
And then we cross it.
owned. Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
That would work. Yes, that would work.
Yeah.
Aha!
Get owned.
Yeah.
Get wrecked.
But here's the question, which unfortunately we're in a strange situation where we're not going by rounds. We should have gone by rounds. But if you cast a spell magic on it, you have a couple. You could survive in there for more than enough time for Lily to sleep. How long? How much air is in an 18 by 18 room?
Yeah. I did have, like, right as you said, you guys were dying. I already had the spell magic. I already had rope trick. So
yeah, but if it had passed it, first off, let's say you cast a spell magic on it. You cast rope trick and it's not going through the door. You're like, holy shit, this isn't working. Actually, the order of operations here, you probably would have gone through that. You probably would have worked. Yeah. All right. You cast a spell magic on the door. You rope trick through the door.
Get out on the other side, and we say,
Hallelujah! Hold on. Door gets a saving throw for spell to see if it resisted or not. Oops. Dispel magic. Where's the? Why can I not find? Is it not called Dispel magic?
Yes. When the wizard casts a spell, it has a chance to negate magic, blah, blah, blah. First, it removes the spell and spell-like effects, blah, 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 from creatures or objects. It disrupts the casting, blah, blah, blah. Destroys magical potions. Each effect or potion is checked to see if it's dispelled. And...
Okay. It still has the... So... Base chance is
50%, 11 or higher on the 1d20.
Okay, so it doesn't get a save in this case. You need to roll a d20. A roll of 20 always succeeds. A roll of 1 always fails. Let's discuss this fully before you make the roll, so we don't have any arguments. Okay. So there is a bonus and a penalty that, or not. How do we say?
I have a question.
Yes.
I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, when we did rope trick in that village, and we were waiting to see if people would go away, you said once rope trick dispelled, we would be in midair where the rope trick space was, and we would fall to the ground, right?
Yes.
So then Lily just cast it far, far above us. Oh wait, no, that won't work. Well, yeah. So cast it so that the bottom of rope trick is just at the ceiling. So we climb into the place, and then as soon as rope trick dispels, we fall on the ceiling. We fall on the roof.
Yeah, that was my original idea, but he said we couldn't do that for some reason.
Well, he said we couldn't do it above the roof, but if we do it so that it's at the bottom of the roof, then we have more space.
And then we jump.
So it's extra dimensional space. So don't think of it as like you're climbing past the ceiling. You enter like this box. I don't know how big the box is. Let's for the sake of argument say it's a 15 by 15 foot area that the rope trick is in. All that 15 by 15 feet is all in an infinitely small plane of space. So when you reappear, you all reappear at the height of the box where it started. Like you don't go beyond it. You're not like the extra dimensional space exists in here. So if you put your hand into a bag of holding, you're not actually putting your hand beyond the lips of the bag. Your entire arm is staying at level with the bag.
So if I have my arm in a bag of holding, and the bag of holding theoretically disappears, what happens to my arm?
Either your arm gets ejected, or it gets severed at the point of the entry of the bag.
Ejected like this?
Yeah, it's either gets pushed out, or would get severed off, depending on the method of destruction of the bag.
But you already said if we're in the extra dimensional space, we stay in the same spot and would just fall out of the sky.
Yeah, you stay in that spot up there. So, you stay at the... I didn't use the exact specific words. I was making a very general statement. That you would fall from the spot, from the top...
Say what you meant exactly at the time?
I was trying to be quick and give you a fast explanation.
Yeah, just
With
like
rope trick,
quick when we move after using our daggers.
with
Try to
rope
give you a
trick,
quick explanation.
if you start here, if the box of rope trick starts at the top of my at the base of my phone, even if you're standing up here, in actuality, in the three-dimensional space that you're in, you're only here at the lip. Even if you climb 50 feet inside the rope trick area, you're still only at the lip, and that's
All
where
right.
you fall out.
Well, then let's go back to the door thing, because, you know, Neal doesn't like to live by what he said, like he makes us.
Oh, do not pull this shit with me. Do not do that. That is clearly... Oh my god, you're so frustrating. Oh, strangle you all.
I didn't
Strangle
say
you
anything
all.
in like an hour.
No, I really like you, Steph. You're my favorite person right now.
Because I'm shutting up.
All right, so
Dispel door, rope trick.
the base
through
chance is
door.
50%, 11 or higher on a d20 to dispel. If the caster is of a higher level than the creator of the effect to be dispelled, the difference is subtracted from the number needed on the d20 to dispel, making it more likely to dispel than the dispel succeeds. If the caster is of a lower level, the difference is added to the number needed on the 1d20 to dispel, making it less likely that the dispel succeeds. A roll of 20 is always success, a roll of 1 is always failure. So, the caster of this, the creator of this, is a... What level would he need to be?
Probably
Oh shit, no,
high.
to do... Yeah, for permanency... Oh god, level... Is permanency seriously an 8th level spell?
My knock is permanent, apparently, so...
But, like, let's get real here. Even if it passes its saving throw, we just wait, and then we do it again.
Yeah, but I'm saying she might have a finite amount of air.
The next
Are
day...
you honestly trying to say a stone building is hermetically sealed?
The magically sealed stone building.
All of a sudden...
Magically sealed stone building, yes.
Are you serious? Why
What's
on
the
earth
purpose
would
of doing a magically
sealed?
sealed building? Like, why would magic not hermetically seal something?
Because is the rope trick space hermetically sealed? No. Has anything ever been sealed hermetically in this game until now?
But
no.
rope trick specifically says there's a hole through it, so of course not.
I think you're reaching, Neal.
If I was trying to kill you, I would have just said, I would have said no. You all die in the shipwreck. If my objective,
Actually, what you said, well, I'm gonna save you guys time. You all die.
yeah. I was trying to like not. I didn't want to sit around for an hour while you guys like tried to figure this out, and then eventually like, all right, guys, there's no way. I was trying to speed things along. If I wanted to kill you, I would just say, look, you get attacked by 30 guys. They're not going to not fight you. They're all 5th level.
I'm not saying you're trying to kill us easy. I'm saying that you liked the way that you did just kill us, and you're trying to make it work. Because we were creative and we found a way out.
And if you... Anna, do you honestly think I'm being unfair here and that I'm trying to kill you and trying to break the rules to kill you? Honestly.
I really think that it's reaching to say that this room is all of a sudden sealed.
That was the whole purpose of the magic door that needed a blood sacrifice to get through, was so that nothing could get through.
A magic door, yes, but it doesn't mean that it's like every nook and cranny is somehow...
That's the purpose of the magic door, is to prevent something of like gaseous form from getting through as well.
Neal, you specifically said the rest of the building isn't magically sealed, just the door, because when Jen detected magic,
yes, but it's still if you have a stone box, no air is going to get through it.
Absolutely, air will get through it.
From where? What crack?
This stone, if it's bricks, like you said, is not going to have
fairly thick bricks with 2 foot thick stone with mortar. Yeah, it's going to be enough that you're going to suffocate. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I really don't think so. But anyway,
how much air could you try and breathe through a crack in a door?
Why don't you just roll and we'll find out if it's a moot point or not?
Yeah, let's just try to dispel the door, and then let's try to cast the... Like, did you even figure out if the rope trick would work through the magical door? Is it even established that it won't work?
Yes. Ethereal barrier prevents it. Oh, shit, no, fuck, I got lost and confused and mixed up with our arguing, and I forgot what I read about ethereal barrier, or dimension door.
Because, like, no matter if it resists the spell or not, it can work, then we're arguing about air for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna dispel it, but no matter what happens, maybe we can still get through.
Where is ethereal barrier? Here we go. Dimension door. The wizard instance. Okay, that's not what.
Also, I'd like to argue that we're gonna get air when we get rope trick going.
Good point.
Shadow
Ventilation system. Rope trick brought to you by Lily Deadly. Your new ventilation system. Also, farts might be included if you're there with it. And we were also one. Doom, 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 doom.
Okay, ethereal barrier blocks things like shadow walk, which this would be working the same way that shadow walk works.
Why?
In order because it's read shadow walk. It's a 7th level wizard spell. It would block shadow walk. If it blocks shadow walk, it will block your rope trick.
P.S. Neal, I'm sending you a link about how to air seal your brick or stone home because airflow will go through the walls.
Not 2-foot thick walls, but do send me that document. I would actually like to read that. Where is it in Zoom chat?
Mm-hmm. Look at the corners specifically. There's no way. There's even an infrared picture of where the air comes through.
Okay.
Bees can get through as well. They got through in my parents' house.
Yeah, but look at the stones that these people are using on their house. That is not the type of stonework that we're talking here.
Well,
Are you arguing
Okay, are
that
you-
it's an
years
ancient realm?
ago?
So
That would
let
be
me ask you
better
this:
to
the
use
air in
stone?
the air in the ancient pyramids, was that like fresh air that had blown in through across the
We're not
Egyptian
looking
desert?
for fresh air. We're looking for air.
If you were sealed inside of the ancient pyramids, would you get air? No, you would suffocate.
How do you know? Prove it. I'm proving mine.
I can't believe anyone is arguing with me on this one. Steph,
It doesn't matter.
Steph.
Just
I
do
would
the
Google
roll.
it.
I can't believe you guys.
Just do the rolls and
Do
then
the
we'll
roll.
find out if it's a moot point.
Permanency is an 8th level spell, which means the caster is at least 10 levels higher than you. You need a 20 to succeed on dispelling the door.
Nope.
6 would, even if he was the same level as you, 6 would have failed.
Well, let's pretend I did the spell magic and I know it didn't work because I have detect magic.
Right.
I would then try to go through the wall.
But also, why are we arguing that she has to do the magic thing? Because before you said that it could go through a magical door, and then you didn't find the thing that you thought made it so that she couldn't go through a magical door.
Man, now
No. We got distracted while I was looking at the magic door because we argued about something else. The magic door prevents shadow walk, which would block rope trick.
And the precedent of us using it before on a magical
Wait, you
column?
didn't do it on the magical column. You did it above the magical column. And in this
The
case,
magical
the
column bisected it for sure.
It didn't. Go back and watch the VODs. The only reason you were able to get out is because you were able to reach over and down into the column.
Okay.
Anyway, trying to go through the wall, therefore making air enter, therefore making Lily exit.
Okay, Lily, I'm gonna say you can probably
Grease.
squeeze out. You're
If I
small.
need to, I'm greasing myself. If I have to, I'm
Yes,
cutting my hair.
you're gonna probably have to grease yourself, strip down, toss your stuff down, and then squeeze through.
Okay. And then,
So you're just leaving me in there?
well, I'll come back.
Good luck with the way Neal's doing these spells.
I mean, I can dispel magic every day and give you air every day with rope trick if we need to. Also, now you're just one breathing person, not two.
Okay.
I can send you food with unseen servant and water.
How much air does a person need to survive in a day? Can we figure that out?
You're really going to stick to the ceiling thing? Because you haven't found anything that proves that there would be no air in there.
All right.
Also, from now on, I could take 3 dispel magics per day and 4 rope tricks per day, and I could rope trick her 4 times a day, some air, some food, some water, and try to dispel every single time until we make her cross the door.
How much air? Airtime. I don't know how to figure out. I'm looking at the airtight stuff. We're at about break time. Let's go to break. I'll look up as much as I can about airtightness during break. Okay? Are we okay with this?
Yeah.
All right. See you guys on the other side.